So we're gonna first, I'm gonna want to start by playing the game of Kahoot for fun. So I have, it's like a quiz app. So the prize is, so the Kahoot, the game of the Kahoot rule is number one, you have to get it right. Number two, you have to answer first. Earlier the better, faster the better. No time for Google search, okay? Yeah, using your smartphone, go to kahoot.it and then put the number 377757. Come too closer if you cannot see the letter. What is the name of this guy? Shohei Otani, Hideo Nomo, Masahiro Tanaka, Keisuke Honda. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so that was Otani. He's with the Angels right now. He can throw, pitch, as well as he can bat. Amazing guy. Eric, who's Eric in katakana? Okay, good job. Next one. Who will go to the moon by SpaceX? First one is Yusaku Maezawa, Masayoshi So, Kenji Misaki, or Yuka.
That's me. I need to bring out.
Oh!
You made a mistake.
Yeah.
Masayoshi Son, right? I guess.
Son.
Right on here.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's not the correct answer.
I know that.
Okay, White Stopper. Oh, that's a movie. Wow. That's a guy. Okay, White Stopper 20, that's bad. That's a bug. Okay.
Oops.
Okay, that's Yusaku Maezawa. That's the guy who's going to the moon by Elon Musk, I think, a company. Next one. Oh, who's you? Oh, you. Okay. Oh, you know stuff.
Excuse me, would you tell me the game pin again? Would you tell me the game pin again?
Again? Oh, wow, it's too late. It's already started. So just enjoy watching.
Yeah.
In the game of kendo, Japanese fencing, you lose if you hold up one's fist when you win. Yes or no? You lose when you say, yatta. That's true or not? Yeah, you play kendo? You play kendo? Kendo? No? Okay. Okay, the answer is yes. If you, in the game of kendo, if you win and you say yatta, you're gonna lose.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's what the internet told me. Okay, you is still number one.
Still number one.
What is the price of normal beef on rice, gyudon, at Yoshinoya
In Japan, right?
in Japan? $4, $6, $8, $10. Normal portion. Yes, it's $4. Can you believe it? Everybody thinks food in Japan is expensive, which is not true. Okay? Yeah, you signed the number one. Okay, I give you a free nudge then. Cool. So we just finished. So we just finished the Kahoot game. Okay, so that's one of the game we always use in our class, computer science class. Like it's one of you guys are very quiet. I don't know why. Kids are always go wild. Like if they get the number one, they go crazy. But that's the. Have you ever used Kahoot before? Anybody? Yeah, I think school use it here too. I think. Okay. So anyway, start the presentation. So the title of this presentation is ICT-based computer science, bringing them to Japan. My name is Kenji Misaki. I'm an engineer at Oculus. You know, Oculus. If you have a time, just drop by there. People are showing VR. And it's very interesting. Like one, we are demoing two things. One is Japanese festival and the fireworks. You can see fireworks in front of you. The other one we are demoing is called Oculus Rooms. Basically, you watch the movie and with somebody in Japan, and they, of course, become an avatar. But you can watch the movie and you can talk about stuff. So that's called Oculus Room, and it's a 4 meeting. Right now, it's up to 4 people. But there's another app called Oculus Venue. What it does is basically you can watch concert together with a friend in Japan. In front seat, no distraction, no obstruction. The tall guy, I got so frustrated, some tall guy blocking all my view. So not gonna happen in Oculus Venue. So that's two things. So if you have time, please drop by there. So I'm an engineer, but I have a passion to teach computer science too, because I love to teach. That's why I got the PhD actually. But I'm sick of 7 years of school, so I don't want to stay at school. That's why I went to industry. I went to Google, I went to Amazon, and then now I work for Facebook Oculus. So if you have any question, find me on Twitter, Kenji C, or Kenji.Imasaki at sijp.com. So this is our NPO that I'm working for. It's called Seattle IT Japanese Professional. So this is a group of people, Japanese people, and some non-Japanese people too. But basically, we want to do something for the community, not for a profit. Basically, we just do for volunteer work, and then we want to do something for the community. So we do a lot of events, but our current focus is to computer science for kids. And we are not doing, I can talk about that later, but we are not doing coding. Because coding, a lot of other schools do. So, but more, we want to teach the fundamental of the computer science. That's what we want to do. So, so we're going to have another event on October 20th. What we do is we invite the UX designer, user experience designer of Google, and she's going to teach at the community center. So if you're interested, please check our website. I have I read through some material, like a news, that kind of thing, and then I have my own view of the problem of CS education in Japan. The biggest problem I see is it's taught in Japanese, which is very, very wrong. Like a Scratch, you know Scratch, right? I forgot to put the screenshot, but basically you say, 繰り返す5回、6回、7回. That's insane. Like, then you have to convert, you have to have your own translator, or you could get the Google AI to translate or whatever. That doesn't make any sense. And you know, all latest information, I mean, computer science is in English. And also coding, programming language. I don't know any Japanese coding language. So, of course, there's a problem, you have algorithm, and you have to map to the programming. Everything should be one language, rather than going back and forth, back and forth. So that's the biggest issue. But of course, I know like English level of Japanese education is kind of low, but we should change that. I think that's the biggest problem I see. Second is they use very localized material. Like instead of using like a global material available, like a code.org or whatever, like globally available, they use their own material. They have their way of teaching, which is okay, but I don't think that's useful and not efficient. That's the way I see it. So first is the language, second is the material, and then they don't use like ICT material like pretty well. Like they have their facility, like the infrastructure is pretty not good, especially the rural area. I went to Kumamoto last year, and they find out there's no Wi-Fi, there's no email, there's nobody maintain it. So that's pretty bad. So yeah, I should add that, like the infra is very bad, like in Japan. Last thing is they're not having fun. I found programming. Yeah, some kids have fun, but they're like just sitting there. We wanna like energize, like the way we did. Not you guys did the Kahoot, but the guy, Kahoot, like it's everybody's like so alive and they're having fun. I want a class like that. So I'm not sure about that. So that's the next issue I want to talk about. So to change that, the NPO I'm working for is doing some classes. So 3 principles. First, there is fully engaged, active learning. Kids gonna involve 100%, no time to sleep. Of course not, but in Japan, like some kids sleeping. I was so surprised. Mm-hmm. Also, you don't have to raise a hand. You work on your computer or tablet. Don't raise a hand. It's a waste of time raising a hand and then looking for, oh, you son, right? That's waste of time. Other kids are losing opportunity to say something. Instead of doing that, using crowd or whatever available, internet, you can do fully engaged class using ICT, using the technology ICT. And also, like, if you use ICT, then it should be portfolio. You can generate a bunch of portfolio from it. And you can use that for your evaluation. And yeah, so that's the first principle. Second is having fun. I like the word called head fake, which means like you learn something very difficult but very easy way, in a different way. So it's like you're faking your head. That's the word invented by, I think, the Dr. Push, teacher, one of the teacher who made the last lecture. That's one of my favorite teacher. Larry Pausch? Yeah. Yeah, Larry Pausch, yeah. So we use a lot of game. Like we have a lot of fun with cards or like talking to kids, and we do that role playing kind of thing. One of the class I was software development engineer, and the kids become the employee for me or something like that. You know, the role playing is much better, much more having fun. So the last thing is I want to give them long-lasting impression. Like I'm teaching this class in Japan too, and they come there, they have no idea what I'm talking about because I talk in English, but they have something like, oh, it's kind of fun. Then it's gonna may give them lasting impression. Like, okay, maybe the way I do is maybe not right or something. Like this is not ordinary class because we do that like it's not part of the regular curriculum, but so. And then they may think maybe the CS or computer engineer is possible career for them. And they go abroad, like if you connect the kids in here or connect like people like me, they may give them more bigger choices in their career choice. They don't have to stay in Japan. If they don't like Japan, like me, I never fit in Japan, so I just went abroad. So there are a lot of choices. I want them to learn. There is a lot of choices. As I said before, like we don't teach coding. It's hard to teach coding like remotely as well. So we don't teach coding, but we teach more like a basic principle of computer science. So I want to give you one example. So this is the material I use. Okay. This is the, okay, I assume this is in the class, okay? You guys are students, okay? Kids, okay? Okay, I want to, Kit Kat is my favorite food. So, but my wife said I cannot eat at night. So I put the Kit Kat next to me. And then I went to sleep. I want to eat in the morning, first thing in the morning. So I went to sleep, and then I wake up. Okay, let's see this Kit Kat picture. I hope it can play. Okay, so this is the I'm very skeptical person, so I have a security camera next to my bed. Well, I don't record other stuff. So after 12 minutes, it's gone.
Oh.
12 hours, sorry, 12 hours. Now I'm furious. Who took this? And when took it? I want to find out. So let me ask you this. You cannot do fast forward. That's a condition. Where do you want to click next one? Can anybody raise a hand? It's not option. Exception. Anybody? Yes, middle. So we put the middle, which assuming it's 12 hours. Where do you want to put? Where? 6 hours. Yeah. So 6 hours.
Okay.
Oh, KitKat is there. Now, where do you want to search next?
9 hours. Yeah.
9. Yeah. Good students.
Oh.
On the light.
9. It's 9. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, this one didn't work. So, you know, right? Now that you know, 12, and the half is 6, right? And the next one is 9. And then because the KitKat was actually supposed to be long, so where do you want to put it? If you look at 7:30, right? And if it's there, then you could look at it. So, this is the basic of the binary search. And then I want to teach them by having fun, like who stole my KitKat or something. So, yeah, it was, it was Kumamon. That's one of my favorite character. Another example we did was, this is a flow chart. Anyone know flow chart? Like you have algorithm and then you write a flow chart. And then what we did in the class was we write a flow chart on the floor, and the kids become thread, it's kind of a variable or something. Anyway, it become like they have a card, and then they would run actually the algorithm, and then experience the flow chart flow. And then we do some helper run here and help them. So so that's another thing we did. So it's in technical term, we call it unplugged CS. So unplugged means you remove the plug, right? So you take it off computer and you run that computer. But in our class, basically, I give you one more twist, which is you use a tablet, which is plugged, and you run the unplugged way. You plugged, but you run unplugged material. And then in a fun way and a more engaged way. That's what we've been working on. So this is one of the code from parents' feedback we did a class at Google too. And she said, all the children in the world, there are ones who least need to be told CS is a possible career, and that working at Google is fun. They are the least people, kids. They brought the kids to work, right? So I left the event really wishing we could have an event like this for other kids instead of Google kids, right? So I really like the comments they have. So our playground. So here in US, we do as I said, we use a tablet for CS Unplugged activity. And then we use a Seesaw, which is kind of like SNS, Facebook version of the school version of Facebook, which is free, so that's why we like it. And then we also use a Kahoot that we did at the beginning. So it's kind of funny. At the beginning of the class, we do some Kahoot. At the end of the class, we do Kahoot as well to review the material. But we also do the evaluation of my class, which is very scary. One time I asked kids, the teacher is easy to understand, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody said 1. I don't understand anything what he said. But it's okay. I mean, as long as they have fun, that's the most important. So also we want to help kids in Japan too. So we use either YouTube or Zoom to live stream to Japan. We call it Defy the Distance, which is same as company motto of Oculus, actually. Yeah, that I work for. So we live stream to Japan using YouTube or Zoom, which is just video conference app. And then we do that in English. As I said, the biggest problem, we want to solve the biggest problem. We use it. But it's, for kids in Japan, it's hard, right? They don't know CS. They don't know English. Oh my God, right? So we have a support staff on site to help them. But I really don't want them to translate what I'm saying. Like try to digest it, and then if they still don't understand, they can ask a question in Japanese, but I really don't want them to translate what I'm saying. Yeah, I want them to solve what I'm teaching them, what they say. And they use the same material using US, which is, we took the material from CS Unplugged, and we do some development on it, or we use a code.org material, and then we do some adjustment to support our use case. Okay, so this is one of the, we use a the Seesaw, which is very good. Like, it's like a YouTube. You can be a YouTuber in your class. For example, this is one of the kids did sorting. So the sound is not coming, but basically she's sorting. She's doing bubble sort, which is one of the algorithms to sort using the animal, like the stuffed animal. That's kind of cute, I found. Yeah. So, okay. So, I want them to become a CS YouTuber. That's my goal. Yeah, so I do some demo after this, like iPad can be used for this as well. And it's kind of interesting the way you can do a lot of stuff. The material, most of the, so we want a more engaged class. We want to, so I have some idea, like for example, so we have kids in here in Seattle, kids in Japan, which is in Fukuoka, and the Kumamoto. So I want them to like video conference each other, like using Zoom. You can assign like, okay, this person from Seattle, this person from this kid from Seattle, this kid from Kumamoto and Fukuoka, and then pair them and then do the video conference. And we create several groups, right? And they can talk about stuff they are interested in, or they can introduce themselves. But again, go back to the original problem in Japan is they cannot support the use case because their bandwidth is network bandwidth is pretty low, so it doesn't work. Yeah, but I think we really need a high-speed network to make this happen. Yeah, I think the Zoom is consuming a lot of bandwidth. And also, I want to let them work in a group. Like some kids from Seattle work on something, and then help the kids in Kumamoto, and they complete one project. That's what I really want to do. Or like create a video to teach other kids. The bubble sort video by using stuffed animal can be used to teach other kids. So it's more like it's called inverse. Ando-san, it's called inverse thing, right? Like instead of teacher teaching material, the kids teaching each other, active learning, right? So that using ICT, I think that's easier. Like you can watch the video, right? Oh, and you can like it, right? And then so help each other. I'm just a moderator, and then the ideal class I'm thinking is just I'm become moderator, and then you guys teach each other, and I can have a coffee and then go home. That's my ideal. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. So our org is NPO, so there is strength there. It's not for profit. So It's volunteer-based, so we offer a class for free. The money is usually donation, either donation or the company matching that Microsoft, Google, and then. But if our member from this company, if they work for these companies and they work for us, then the company will pay us money based on the money. It's like a salary, right? Instead of paying them the salary, they pay us the salary. So that's pretty good. I really hope Japan has that. I don't think they have. No, right?
We don't have that kind of scheme in Japan.
Yeah, I think the NPO is solely rely on donation in Japan.
Yeah, which is difficult.
Yeah, difficult. Yeah, I think that if you ask me which one is more for to support our NPOs, this is 80% or 90% of the money. So, so another thing is high school kids or college students can be a volunteer in our NPO. And if it's profit, it's kind of a little more complicated, I think. Yeah, so I think that's better. Of course, weakness is, I didn't talk about here, is everybody has its own main job, right? So, yeah, of course, you can have a NPO with full-time staff, but my current view is we don't want to have that. Okay. So the challenge of I need help if you can help us is find a CS native speaker teachers. That's the highest. I really want to find somebody who's interested in our project and teach in Japan.
Oh, teach in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could do again the Zoom thing, right? Like you could do remotely. But I really want to have. I was asking like Jet, right? Teaching. Yeah. But it looks like most of them Jet teachers are more like the art.
Right. Exactly.
That's
there are only a few science or technology teachers.
So. Yeah, so that's hard. If you know anybody, please, might be interested in, let me know. But again, maybe we need a more bigger project and we need a funding if you really want to go that route. But as a start, I think what I need is just try it out to help me. The idea is like working together, Japanese teaching assistant and then English teacher assistant working together to help kids in Japan. That's the ideal way I imagine. So next challenge is, as I said, low English comprehension of Japanese kids. So we want to learn, we want to move the phase from learning English to learn subject by English. So learn something by English. Sorry, learn something in English. I want to do that. So this fit into that. So. Okay.
Sorry, I have a question.
Okay.
What's the definition of CS native speaker teachers?
So native speaker of English.
Uh-huh.
Second is familiar with STEM material. Like if you don't know STEM, it's kind of hard to teach, I believe. Right.
So like university graduate who
majored
computers.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's, or engineer who might, like me, native version of Kenji, right? Like native speaker of English version of Kenji. Mm-hmm. So that's I'm looking for. So the engineer could be an engineer, or could be a new highly graduate and may have one gap year, kind of thing. That's and then similar to very Jet, right? Jet people, they go there and they teach. So I think that's.
Oh, sorry, we have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I missed the first part of the conversation, but I was wondering why you don't teach to kids that are older. It seems like you're targeting elementary school kids, because in Japan they did learn English. So I was wondering why you don't target this education to like high school students, where they may develop a more formal English education by then, and then they might get more out of the classroom to teach.
The simple answer is I want to teach my kids. So my kids are one is 9, the other is 4. So that's idea. I'm not interested in just that.
Well, but answer probably is even though let's say like he targets for high school students in Japan, but probably the English proficiency of high school kids in Japan is not that different from primary school kids. Yes, they learn English, but mainly reading and listening, so they don't speak at all. So probably, well, it can be. I mean,
Yeah,
some cases,
very.
yeah.
Because it seems like the Japanese kids are a very massive loss because first they need to learn English and then they're also learning another very foreign topic.
Yeah,
so
that's the
they're-
point.
They're getting like less than half of what children here might be getting. Yeah. I guess
That can be a challenge. Is learning both
Yeah,
at the
true.
same time can
True.
be hard, kind of bigger hurdle in
Yeah.
some cases.
But if you look at my slide, for example, like I try not to use many words,
Okay.
just pictures or games, and then can be explained in Japanese too. So maybe it might help them. Like it's not like you don't need to understand 100%, but maybe 50%. Then you can use that, or 20% you can use that. So, but flip side is, I think if they don't understand and they're sitting, I want them to trigger something. What can I do, right? I want to trigger their ability question. Like, and I want them question the teacher if the teacher start doing stuff in Japanese, like teach Scratch in Japanese. I want them to question why we are running JavaScript in English and why you are using this in Japanese. So I want them to question that. So that's so again, that is the lasting impression. Okay, one time, one crazy guy teach some English crazy things, and then maybe a year later or something, it may come back to them when they face JavaScript, for example. So let's hope to. Okay, so I want to do.
Sorry, we have one more.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I've been looking at JavaScript a little bit.
Yeah.
I was under the impression, I know the operating system can be set up in different languages.
Right.
Can the programming languages be made in different languages, or does Microsoft provide them, like JavaScript, in different languages?
I don't think so, right? I mean, the string itself can be internationalized, like, okay, you can internationalize, for example, any question, right? But the programming itself to show this, you cannot do in Japanese, I don't think. It's hard.
Standard language. Huh?
Yeah, it has to be English. But again, this string can be, when you print it out on the screen, it can be Japanese or English or Polish, right? Yeah.
Well, actually, there are some Japanese language-based programming language
Really?
in Japan. Well, in 1980s or 90s,
Oh,
there are
yes.
some actually.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not that popular.
Yeah.
But they try to let kids learn computer science program in Japanese.
Mm.
But the difficulty is Japanese language is much more kind of, how do I say, structurally, but grammatically loose language than English. So it is not kind of appropriate as a coding language from my perspective,
Yeah, that's,
compared to English, I mean.
Okay, so do you have more questions?
So I have another point, like programming and computer science are two different topics.
Yep.
And programming is like, I think you should learn English, but I feel like computer science topics you can teach in Japanese and English. Like your binary sort or binary search algorithm, that can be done in Japanese, and I feel like that's the sort of fundamental CS that would be nice benefit.
Yeah, I see your argument. And yeah, I mean, some people say, okay, first you have to understand using your native language, and then you apply that to English. I understand that point too, but I understand, but I don't agree. Disagree and commit. Not commit. I'm not committed. Because I went through that. Like I learned computer science in Japan. I went to master in one of the good university. I thought I'm good, And then I went to Canada. I studied PhD. Look at the text, like a basic 101 program language. I cannot read it. Of course, if we translate it, I can understand. But you know, at school, you cannot translate anymore. You have to understand it. So, if you live in Japan, work in Japan, you have a life in Japan, maybe not. Maybe you can do life that way, but globalization, and then people go out, or you have to work with people from outside Japan, because it's more like a globalization. So I think that, yeah, I think that's I want to do. But yeah, I see your counterpoint too. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for that comment. Yeah.
That idea of teaching it in another language to develop their understanding globally is well understood, and it's taught. There's some groups that teach, like they'll teach Spanish.
Yeah.
And they have a way of just immersing you in it, and you just learn it by using it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of cool.
And yeah, another thing is it's kind of interesting. CS, if you learn CS in Japanese, a lot of them are katakana. Like, so if you're using too many katakana, why not real English? Otherwise, you end up using katakana language to people from outside Japan. Oh my God, right? They have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's not just computer science, but katakana ego is bad.